All right, welcome to yoga. Let's begin our practice today. All right, good day, everyone. Welcome to yoga. Good. If you happen to be watching this as a recording on YouTube, feel free to like it or subscribe or share. Just share the website or the YouTube website with anybody, because this is really an important practice, especially again, we're now in transition of season, and that's really challenging on our bodies, and especially as our bodies get older, right? So just to notice that, you might feel a little stiffer because it's starting to get more chilly. And that's normal, that's okay. And then, we just adjust, but it's important to breathe, right? Conscious breath. And it's important to move the body as much as we can. Yeah, I'm watching a 17-year-old dog, and I just see how they, even though they're, slow and stiff, they still want to go on a walk because they know that they want to keep moving their joints. Yeah. So we'll just move it. And so take this just to where you're feeling safe. And as I just mentioned, that there's a fine line between opportunity, can I go a little further, and am I safe? And feeling safe. So there's that fine line. And so be aware of that as you go through the practice today of, oh, can I maybe take this a little further? Or know that no, body's saying no. And so then stay in the safe zone. It's your safety zone. Yeah. All right, so let's move the body and start with just moving, just loosening up. Yeah. So as we do yoga practices, when we're doing the asana practices, the flow, that's giving our joints mobility, right? So it's lubricating, stretching, mobility. Yeah. And then when we do a pose and we stay in it for a while and breathe in it, that's giving our joints space. So we need both space and mobility to have the body feel a little bit better. So we'll be doing a little bit of that today too. Okay, so let's sit up nice and tall. So scoot a little bit forward in your chair so your back's not leaning against your chair. And then just feel a nice tall spine. Good. And let's take a cleansing breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. Close your eyes. And on an inhale breath, roll your head up to the right, your right ear towards your right shoulder, just halfway. And exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And inhale, head to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. And drop your chin to your chest. And now just do 2 circles. Inhale, head to the right and up and over to the other side. And again, feel free to close your eyes here, starting to come into our space. And just slowly turning your head in one direction. And the next time that your chin comes forward, pause and just do a couple circles opposite direction. Yeah, nice and slow, mindful. And the next time that your head comes forward, pause. And then gently press into your feet to lift your head straight back up, keeping your eyes closed here. Relax your arms down alongside your chair. Just let your arms hang heavy. Good. Then inhale, press into your feet a little bit and lift your shoulders up to your ears. And imagine your spine stretching long. And the exhale, relax your arms down. Good. And then inhale, bring your shoulders forward and up. And exhale, roll them back and down. So nice, slow circles. Next time the arms relax down, pause. And then reverse the opposite direction. Just rolling shoulders in circles, backward circles this time. Good. One more. And then relax your arms down, bring your hands back to your lap. Again, check in with your gentle, tall spine. We're going to do a few rounds of alternate nostril breath. Nice, slow breath. The slower your breath, slow breath brings health to your body. Yeah. So we're going to flip our palms up on our lap. If it's available to you, bring your peace fingers of your right hand to touch the tips of your fingers between your eyebrows. Relax your right shoulder. So your thumb is on the right side of your nose, the other two fingers. If you have glasses, you can either remove your glasses or just work around them. Yeah. So we're going to take a breath in through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Bring your awareness now to your left hand that's on your lap, and you can touch the tip of your thumb to the tip of your pointer finger. Good. And if having your hand up on your face, your right hand, is uncomfortable, you can just come into that chin mudra with both hands and just imagine the breath as we go in and out, alternate nostril breathing. So with Ujjayi breath, which is we're breathing in and out of our nose, and then we're just riding our breath down the back of our throat and up the back of our throat like we're fogging up a mirror, making that little sound. Good. All right, again, take a breath in through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Then gently touch the right side of your nose and inhale through the left nostril. With Ujjayi breath, nice and slow. Then touch the left nostril and exhale out the right nostril. Try to exhale longer. Inhale through the right nostril again. Touch the right side of your nose. Exhale slowly out the left. Inhale through your left nostril again. Touch the left side. Exhale out the right. And then inhale right and continue at your own pace. Out and in. Alternating the breath to right and left nostril, out and in on each side. Slow, again, Ujjayi breath. Try to go as slow as you can with your breath. Pausing at the top and the bottom just for a second as we transition between the exhale and the inhale. Keep the breath relaxed. There's no struggle here. Smooth, long breath. Continue for one more round. There's no hurry. And just at your pace, the next time that you breathe completely out the left nostril, then go ahead and release your right hand onto your lap, next to your left. And then release the chin mudra on the left side. And just keep your eyes closed and notice your breath. Just your natural breath. Notice the effects of that alternate nostril breathing. Again, slow breath. Yes, brings better health to our body and our mind. Yeah. Okay, so when you're ready, feeling ready and complete, you can gently just crack your eyes open a bit, just let a little bit of light in, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Okay. All right. Yes, just when, things are crazy, as I said in my newsletter yesterday, just remember one thing, right? Just breath, your breath. So when you're feeling You can be feeling happy, you can be feeling crazy, you can be feeling, this time of year tends to the darker the days are starting to get dark, we start to notice that, a little bit of sluggishness, I know I have, right? And when you're just becoming aware of how you're feeling at any point in time, in your day, just stop and then take a breath in as you lift your head. So let's all do that. Breathe in, hold your breath, and then as you breathe out, either through your mouth or your nose, bring your head back to neutral. And just imagine you're exhaling all the waste, all the junk, right? And during this time, we just had a lunar eclipse. We're about to have a solar eclipse. This eclipse energy, full moon energy, is a lot for us. There's a lot of energy. So we might be feeling a lot of, whatever it is that you're feeling, sadness, fear, anxiety, anger, all of those things, right? Just let them do one more time. Let's just lift the head as you breathe in. Pause the breath at the top and then just let it go. As you breathe it, bring your head back to neutral. And again, just envision just getting rid of all of those negative emotions, just floating out into your breath. And do that, try that this week during the course of the week. You can even do that if you're at a red light or a stop sign, in your car. Just take that breath in, pause, and breathe out. You don't even have to lift your head. You can, if you're needing to pay attention, just taking that breath in, pausing, and exhaling the waste, right? Just getting rid of all the stuff that we hold that doesn't help. It doesn't help to be angry. It doesn't help to be, that's affecting us. The person or people or whatever issue that we're angry about is oblivious to how we feel. So why are we allowing that to make us angry? We don't have to be angry about it. We can take action, however that is, writing a letter, turning it off, you know, um, surrounding ourselves, walking out into nature, taking your shoes off on the grass, hugging a tree, that we can do to circumvent those emotions. Okay, let's start to move a little bit. So we're scooted forward in our chair. I'm gonna do a little side bend here. So relax your right arm down. Actually, let's bring both arms down. We're gonna turn our palms out. On an inhale breath, let's bring a little music to our day. Inhale, slowly reach your arms out and up. Big breath in and exhale, turn your palms down, push down as you breathe out. Yeah, that's also a good way to take breaths. Inhale one more time, reach out and up. Big breath in, gather all that positive energy. There's so much more positive on this globe and in people than there is negative. Press the negative down, push it down. Yeah, good. Roll out the shoulders. Good. All right, bringing your left hand onto your thigh, turning your right palm out. On an inhale breath, press down into your feet to reach your right arm out and up. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and just lean over, only to where you're comfortable. You might want to tuck your low belly in a little bit. Yeah, good. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And now on an inhale breath, just come up a little bit, just about halfway. And then as you exhale, see if you can go over a little bit more. Yeah, you can turn your head slightly to the right. Good. And then press into your feet to slowly bring your right arm up and exhale, just release that right arm down with a nice relaxed shoulder. Yeah. And release. Let's go to the other side, turning the palm out. On an inhale breath, press down into your feet, slowly bring that arm up. Take a nice, keep the arm next to your head, right? The tendency here is we want to go far, right? We want to go as far as we can. That's just our human nature. But when your arm is forward, you can go forward, but you're not your spine's not in the correct alignment. You want to keep the arm right next to our head. You can come into cactus pose if that's more comfortable. Take a breath in As you exhale, lean up and over. Just go a tiny little bit. It's not about how far over we go. It's about staying long and in the right alignment. Yeah, here. And to help with that, you can turn your head and look under your left arm a little bit. Good. On your side bend. And now on an inhale breath, come up just about halfway, just a little bit. And then exhale, see if you have space to sink deeper. Again, yeah, there's a difference between discomfort and pain. Sometimes you might be a little uncomfortable in these stretches, but there should never be pain. Yeah. Inhale, slowly come back up. Good. And exhale, release that right arm down. Good. Relax both arms down. Give your shoulders a nice roll. One direction and other direction. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Big breath in, and exhale, float your arms down. Now, if you have enough space behind you, bring your hands to your palms just behind you on your chair. I'm gonna do a little heart opener here, kind of a version of cat-cow, a little bit differently. So pressing down into your palms, lift your heart and look up. Opening up our chest, our shoulders. And then as you exhale, relax the body, slide your hands forward, and either just bring them forward or bring them to your knees. And just stretch your spine just a little bit at the back of your spine. And then inhale again, lift the body up. Bring your hands behind you on your chair. Press gently as you reach the chest up, look up, pressing down into your palms. That should feel really nice. Yeah. And exhale, relax, slowly have your hands come to the front of your knees and just drop your head. Hopefully that feels good. And then inhale, just slowly bring the body back up, slide the hands back up onto your thighs. Good. All right, we're gonna bring our legs a little bit wider apart, a little more open. So just to where it's comfortable for you. Body is, again, spine is nice and long. Good. And we're just going to open up our hips and again, get a little bit more mobility in our upper body. So take a breath in here. As you exhale, just take your right shoulder. It can be pressing your legs open as you bring your right shoulder over to the left and then come back up and exhale the other side. Go up and just do a couple more at your own pace. Maybe you go a little bit further each time. Yeah, but again, finding that, opening here. Nice and easy. One more round here. Good. And the other side. And come back up. Good. And then we're gonna heel toe our feet back to about hip distance apart. Good. Relax your arms down. Inhale, big breath in. And exhale, push down. Coming into a little forward fold here. Good. So we're going to inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale, just bring your hands to your thighs, hinge at your hips, and bring the body forward. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. And on an inhale breath, lift your heels up. Feel that core engage, that area below your navel. Good. Take a breath or two here. And exhale, release your heels down. On an inhale breath, press into your feet to slowly bring the body back up. Release the arms and bring the arms up. Big breath in. And exhale, let the arms float down. Good. We're going to do that one more time, the forward fold. You can options are, you can have your hands on your thighs, your lap, yeah. Or if it's available to you, can slide them down to your shins or to the floor. You decide. Yeah, my back is a little tweaked today. So for me, my opportunity probably will be here, maybe my shins. Yes, all right. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, Forward fold. Again, you can have hands on your thighs. You can slide them down your shins, maybe onto your shoes. Yeah, you can relax your head down now. Good. And breathe. And if you want to do a little core, you can lift your heels up slightly and feel that core engage. Breathing. Never stop breathing. And exhale, heels down. And inhale, slowly bring the body back up. Reach the arms out and up. Big breath in. And exhale, push down. Good. I should say never stop breathing because, well, obviously if we stop breathing, we're not here anymore. But never stop breathing slowly and deeply is more specifically what I should say. All right, let's stretch our thighs here. So we're going to come into our little lunge. So scooting sideways on your chair. Yeah, good. And then floating this outside hip off your chair if that's comfortable for you. So you're basically sitting on this sit bone that's on your chair. And then slide your foot back and drop your knee. Good. And then adjust a little bit here. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, you can remain with just feet parallel to each other. That's fine too. Yeah, good. And then lift the chest. Good. And on an inhale breath, reach your arm out and up. So the knee that's down, you can experiment with sliding your toe back a little bit more and the knees a little bit further down towards the floor. That's up to you. Good. Take a nice big breath in and exhale, release that arm down to the outside of your left leg or the leg that's sitting on the chair. Yeah, good. And take a nice breath in here. We're going to just turn towards the back of our chair. As you exhale, start to turn at your waist. You can keep your hands, that outside hand, onto that side, or you can bring it to the chair. You can bring both hands onto the top of your chair or to the side of your chair. You decide how far over you want to go towards the back of your chair. For me, today, my opportunity is my hand stays on my thigh, so I don't overstretch my back. That's a little angry. And then you can look towards that back shoulder. Yeah, find your deep breath here. Imagine the belly rising as you inhale and drawing back as you exhale. Nice and slow. No pain. Lots of gain. And as you exhale, slowly bring your body straight back forwards, facing sideways. Good. And then to come out, you can bring your hand to the back of this thigh, lean forward on an inhale breath. Just guide that back leg up next to the other. And then scoot both of your hips back onto your chair. And then make your way back to the front of your chair. Here. Yeah, that whole saying, right? We grew up with it. No pain, no gain. It's like, no, not really pain, no discomfort, no gain. That's how it should be, in my estimation. Let's go to the other side. All right, so same thing on this side. It might feel different for you on this side. So you can start with feet parallel here. You can slide that outside hip off your chair. That just gives you more space to drop your knee. Yeah. And then just make yourself comfortable in this seated lunge. Good. Yeah, and if you're feeling like you want more, you can slide that front leg back a little bit. Just find your comfort zone here. Holding onto the back of the chair, reach that outside arm up towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in. Lift the heart, even look up this time. And then exhale, release your arm down onto the outside of that thigh that's on the chair. Yeah, good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, turn towards the back of your chair. Try to feel the turn, the motion coming from your waist. Good. And then bring your hands to wherever they're comfortable. Right where they are. Maybe both hands on the top of the back of your chair. Maybe the sides of your chair. You decide. Look towards that back shoulder. Find your breath. This long, slow, deep breaths here. Enjoying this stretch. That little bit of opportunity to go further with each exhale breath. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. And then on an exhale breath, slowly relax the body, bring the body back forward. Good. And then taking your hand to that outside side, leaning the body forward. On an inhale breath, help that leg come up next to the other. Slide both of your hips back onto your chair, and then make your way back to the front of your chair. However it's comfortable for you. Good. And just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it out. Get the blood flow going. Good. All right. And so now we're going to make our way to stand, if that's available for you. Yeah. So sliding your heels back slightly, leaning forward in your chair. Good. And then we're going to use our inhale breath, right? Big inhale breath to bring us up. Take a breath in, let it go. And now on an inhale breath, press into the heels of your feet. Slowly bring your body to a stand. Good. And then make your way to the back of your chair. Yeah, where we may or may not need it while we're standing up. It's always nice to have it available. It's a beautiful prop. When we're doing any kind of balancing, it's just nice to have that option. And I'll slide mine out of the way so you can see. So let's just, again, move the body, shake the body, just, yeah, get nice and loosey-goosey after sitting for a little while. Notice what's tight. Yeah, notice if there is no tightness today. Be grateful for that moment. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And relax. Good. Let's find our mountain pose. So kneecaps are lifted, palms are forward. Good. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms down. Do that one more time. Inhale, big breath in. And exhale, push down. All right. And then let's just start to move the body a little bit, stepping side to side. Just toe tapping as you come in. Arms can sway. You can do tiny little steps if that's at your pace today. You can do a little bit wider steps. You can raise your arms up a little higher if that's what you feel like. Just listen to your body. Side to side. Okay. And then slowly just come back to stand. Let's bring your palms forward, kneecaps lift, belly back slightly, shoulders back and down. Just stand up nice and tall here. Yeah, good. All right, we're going to do a little back stroke here. So we're going to soften our knees. On inhale breath, reach your right arm up and back and down. Make big circles and then come forward. And left arm up and back and down. Nice and graceful. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Inhaling up, exhale back. One more round. Big breath. If you have Ujjayi, use that as your companion. Good. And coming back to center. Yes, good. Find your nice tall spine. Good. Inhale, reach your arms to either side. Lift your fingers up. Good. And we're going to start to wash the windows on either side of the room. So little circles. We start with the middle of the window. And then we start to see, oh, now I see what a clean window looks like. We need to do the whole window. So bigger circles, maybe, right? Nice and relaxed shoulders. Good. And then smaller again. We missed a few little spots. Good. And then we're going to reverse, go the opposite direction. At any point in time, you can take a break. But just while we're doing this, there might be a little discomfort, but see if you can relax and release the strain, of the probably shoulders, right? But again, if you're not breathing fully and comfortably, you stop and you take a break. And now maybe a little bit bigger circles. Breathe. The more challenge, the deeper the breath. No pain, right? Just a little discomfort sometimes, but no pain. Good. And let's just forward circle a little bit. We missed a few more spots. You got this. Breathe, 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 or take a break. And exhale, relax the arms slowly down. Close your eyes, relax your fingers, your arms. Let the shoulders melt towards the floor. Let the gravity just take the shoulders. Just let the blood flow come back into those shoulders. Yeah, good. All right. And relax. Yeah, so again, when we're challenging ourselves, especially when we're doing opening up of joints right here, it's good to just, after you do it, just take a break. Let the blood flow come back in. Yeah, and now roll the shoulders a little bit. Good. All right, let's take the legs a little bit wider apart. Soften the knees. We're gonna do our side to side here. So feel nice and grounded. Feel your feet grounding into the earth. Feel your knees just bob up and down. They're nice and relaxed. Good. And then inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, let the breath just take those negative emotions, whatever they are for you today. Maybe you don't have any. Yeah, but just release. Release tension, release frustration, release fear. Yeah. And one more time. And now we're going to breathe out the opposite side. So inhale the opposite side and exhale out the opposite side. So the more we release, have a release for our emotions, our negative emotions, the more space we have for the positive, for joy, simply joy, contentment, happiness. It's that peaceful feeling. Two more. And one more. And come back to center. Good, good, good. All right, bringing your toes forward. Heel toe, feet back to hip distance apart. Now you may need your chair here for a little prop. Chair is a good prop, right? And we're just gonna rock forward and back. Heel toe, forward and back. Yeah. And just massage out our feet. Maybe rock to the outsides of your feet a little bit. Maybe rock to the insides of your feet a little bit. Yeah, good. And just feel the whole bottom of your foot, the whole footprint on the floor. And now shake out your feet one at a time. All right. So here again, you may need your chair to hold on to. So we're going to go into a lunge, so now a standing lunge. And we're going to challenge ourselves, an opportunity to do a turn, a twist in our high lunge. So again, have chair handy. I'll just move my gears. You can see how to use it, right? And we'll start with taking our right foot and stepping it back. I changed my mind. I'm going to take my chair out just so you can see me. You keep your chair there. So right foot back. Again, and soften the left knee, the front knee. Good. See how that feels. If you're feeling pretty wobbly, you may want to widen your stance a little bit. Yeah. But what we want to do is that back heel, we want it straight back. So you might even need to look back there, right? Because sometimes it feels like it's straight back, but it's actually not. And if you don't have a mirror or can't see yourself, just take a look. All right. So you can be holding onto your chair. Let's start with bringing our right arm up. And then let's start, if you have the space, the left arm up. Good. Take a nice big breath in and exhale. See if you can relax your right heel closer to the floor. Relax down. Yeah, so there's a little wobble, and that's good. That means that you're taking that opportunity to challenge yourself a little bit. Yeah, good. So take a breath in. And now if it's available to you, as you exhale, turn to the left and drop your arms halfway. You can always take that right hand onto the chair for balance. Yeah. And breathe. For 2. For 1. A lot of strengthening going on here, a lot of balance challenge going on here. And now on an inhale breath, you can slowly bring the body back forward as you raise your arms up, or just one arm if you're holding on. Good. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, release your arms down, either onto your chair or your hips. And you can hinge forward a little bit. And on an inhale breath, bring that right leg forward and shake it out. Okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So finding your lunge, step back, you're on the ball of your foot. Make sure that heel's not turned in, it's straight back. Yeah, very important for your knee joints, your ankle joint, and your hip joint, because we're all connected, right? Soft knee. You can be holding on. Good. And even you can hold on with both hands the whole time, and you can just drop a hand and turn if you want to do your twist that way. If you want to challenge a little bit of an opportunity, you can reach the left arm up. If you're feeling pretty balanced here, pretty steady, you can bring both arms up. Take a breath in, lift the heart, just stretch up. As you exhale, just soften your left heel closer to the floor. For a little nice calf stretch, Achilles tendon stretch, thigh stretch, hamstring stretch. Yeah, take a breath in here. And as you exhale, see if you can turn to the right, drop your arms into a T. Again, you can hold on to your chair with your left hand. Yeah, and breathe. It just turn as much as your body is allowing. And breathe. And again, a little wobble is good. You can always drop that hand onto your chair. One more breath here. On an inhale breath, slowly bring your body back forward, reach your arms up. On an exhale breath, release your hands down. You can hold onto your chair or your hips. Just lean forward slightly. On an inhale breath, bring that left foot next to the right. Nice work. Shake it out. Good challenge. Again, always thinking opportunity or feeling safe. Yeah. And what's my fine line? And it can change all the time. Sometimes when you're feeling more achy, if you have, our aches and pains can happen for many reasons. But when we are in discomfort, we have more of a tendency to trip and fall because we're just not picking our feet up as much as we should. So all of this work that we do here in class is really helpful to have that brain-body connection, right? To be more in tune to that. Okay, so we're going to come to the right side of our chair. So you'll be at the right side of your chair. Here, it doesn't really matter probably, but one side of your chair. So we're going to work a little bit more on our balance, right? Our balance and our motion together. So we're going to pretend that we're going to be walking on a tightrope. So we'll take a few steps back, but have it handy where you can hold on to your chair if need be. And then we're going to bring one foot in front of the other. So heel toe. Yeah, so we're on a tightrope now. Good. And even that, just feel like lift your fingers up off your chair and you feel that the body's a little, wobbly. Yeah, that's okay. Looking straight ahead, we're just going to take a few steps forward, heel toe. Yeah, it's really great practice for us. All right, so begin by then bringing your heel in front of the other toe. Yeah, and then heel toe again. Yeah, and one more step. Good. And then bring both feet together. Good. Hello, everybody. And we're going to do the same thing going backwards. So bringing your toe next to your heel. See if you have that chair handy to hold on to. You can do that. If you don't feel like you need that, you can, not hold on. And then toe heel back. And toe heel back. And toe heel back. Good. And come to stand. Good. All right, so if you were holding onto your chair, we'll do that again. That's just like, again, really good practice for our muscle memory too, and the brain saying, what are we doing here? How do I adjust? Yes, it's basically, working out our brain. All right, so now you can start with the other foot in front first. If you remember what you did the first time. Yeah. And then nice and slow, heel toe, keep the heart lifted. And even stare at a spot that's not moving in front of you. Find that spot and just heel toe. Again, you can hold on or you can challenge yourself if you'd like without holding on. And now here's the challenge, right? We're gonna step back, toe heel. Find that tightrope. That's a big challenge for the brain. Toe heel. One more. So that's something good to practice in a safety. Really nice way to do it is along a wall, because then you have the wall coming with you the whole time. Yeah, good. All right. So a little bit different, but still that brain-body connection practice is we're just going to be taking steps forward. We're going to find that spot that we were looking at. And as you're slowly walking forward, you're going to turn your head side to side, but your eyes are going to stay on that spot. Okay, and that's a big balance challenge for our brain. So, and again, you can start with holding on. So find your spot. And I'm not going to make you do tightrope with that. That's crazy. And that's the advanced version of this, is doing that on a tightrope. Yeah. All right. So just taking simple steps. So start to walk forward and turn your head. And another step, turn your head to the other side and forward. And your eyes are not leaving that spot that you're looking at. And then pause. We're going to do the same thing on the way back. Going to step back, look at that spot, go slow. Again, this is also good to do, holding onto a wall, and come back to center. How was that for you? And one more, we're going to do the same thing, but instead of side to side with our head, we're going to go up and down with our head. Yeah. But again, the important part is to not take your eyes where your head is going, to keep your eyes at the horizon, at that spot. Yeah, good. All right, so begin, just lift the head up, one step and down. And up, watch that spot. And up and down, good. And backwards, up and down, watch that spot as the head goes up and down. You can always grab that chair if you're feeling a little, or just go slow and down and relax. Good. Nice work, everybody. Good. Working our balance. It's also good for our posture, right? When we have that spot to stare at, we tend to keep our posture. Yeah. So in a safe place, again, doing that practice, that sometimes helps the inner ear situation. If you have a little inner ear imbalance, I can help it. I don't want to exacerbate it though. Yeah, don't want to do that. Okay, so coming to the back of our chair now, we're just going to do a little bit of a sun salutation. Yeah, just a nice sun salutation flow before we sit down. Good. All right, so let's just find our mountain pose. I'm going to slide my chair out to the side. And we've done this before. We're just going to slide out to one side. We're going to bow. We're going to come in. So that inhale breath is going to bring us in. Inhale breath brings us into the poses. Yes. Good. So let's start with our mountain pose. Kneecaps lift, shoulders back and down. Nice and tall, staring straight forward. Yeah. bringing your hands into prayer position here. Good. Take a nice breath in. Exhale it out. Bring the hands down. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale, bring your hands to center. It's time. Inhale, we're going to step out to the left. We're going to exhale, soften your knees and bow forward. Yeah, just where you can. I'm not very far today because of my back. Yeah. And reach your arms up. And now on a big inhale breath, slide that right leg next to the left. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your mountain pose and undulate right here. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, bring your palms together, hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, step out to the left or right. You're right now. Exhale, soften the knees, bow forward, reach your arms back and up, as much as it feels good. And then inhale, slide your right foot next to the left. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your mountain feet. We'll do that one more round, and just breathing a little bit quicker. Yeah. Not breathing quicker, but moving quicker. Breath in, exhale it out. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back to heart. Inhale, step out to the left. Exhale, bow forward, soft knees. Reach the arms back and up. Inhale, slide left foot back. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your mountain feet. Inhale, exhale it out. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, step out to the left, right. Exhale, soften, bow forward, reach up. Inhale, slide together. Exhale, hands to heart. And release. Good. And shake it out. Good. All right. Before we sit down here, we'll do a nice back bend. Yeah. So a way to do back bends, sometimes it's fun to do it on your chair, but the heights of our chair are all different. So we're just going to use our arms like we usually do. Yeah, but just to demonstrate, if you have a chair with a low back like this, sometimes it's nice to stand behind your chair, take your hands, palms onto your chair, and just stretch back. So you can do that if you have a chair that has a high back, that's not going to work. Yeah. So either that or just taking your hands and reaching them back and interlacing them behind you. Yeah. So you're using that. All right. So again, feet hip distance apart. So either you're on your chair or your hands are clasped behind your hips. Good. And then start to slide your hands down if you're not using your chair. Lift your heart and look up. And you can soften your knees. And reach back, reach your shoulders back, and find your breath. Good. Opening up that whole front body. Don't stop breathing. As a matter of fact, where can you find softness here? You relax your shoulders and you relax your jaw. And breathe. Let's do 2 more slow breaths here. And again, you should be able to breathe fully. If you can't, you've gone too far, so back out. And then on your next exhale breath, just relax your head back forward. Right, straighten the knees, and then let go of your chair or your hands behind you. Yeah, and just shake it out. Wiggle it out. Nice opening of that. Yeah, all right. And let's find our way back to our chairs, nice and comfortably. Good, take a breath in. Exhale it out. Hands on thighs, start to slide your hips back. Let's pause here halfway. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. And then exhale, release the head back forward. See if you can sit your hips down onto your chair with the help of your palms, just as slowly and relaxed as possible. Good. And let's find our hips still forward here a little bit. Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Now we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider apart this time. Maybe you can come a little bit wider. Maybe you just, like when we were sitting before, just as comfortable as possible. And again, we're just going to work to open up our hips here a little bit. So same thing, take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, just lean over to the right as you push your left leg open, or your right leg open. So lean to the left, right leg open. And then slowly come back up. And then exhale, push that left leg open as you lean over to the right. Yeah, it's just a simple way to open up those hips and back up. And one more, push out as you lean. And come back up. And push out as you lean. Maybe you go a little further. Find that opportunity. And come back up. Yeah. And then toe heel, toe heel. Good. Staying forward in our chair, we're going to engage this low belly, again with boat pose. Yeah, and we'll also challenge ourselves with lifting our heels. So that area about 3 inches below your navel, that's what we want to try to feel and tuck in. You can even take your fingers there and say, okay, that's what I'm going to try to draw in. Yeah. And now bringing your hands, just resting them onto your chest, your upper chest. Good. And inhale, lift your heart, look up. Good. And then as you exhale, tuck that section that we were just talking to, that 3 inches below your navel, and start to hinge back. Keep your back straight, keep your head straight above your hip or your shoulders, and just go back almost like you're fishing to touch the top of your shoulders to the back of your chair. Good. And breathe here. This is a tough one to breathe. If you're feeling too much strain in your throat, you can tuck your chin down towards your chest and breathe. Keep breathing. You've got this. 3 more breaths. You've got it. Maybe you lean back just a little bit more with each exhale breath. Really tucking that in. There should be no discomfort in your low back. On an inhale breath, slowly come back up. Yeah, and release your hands down. Ooh, wiggle out your shoulders. Good. Maybe do a nice slow circle with your head. Just releasing that neck. And just one circle one way and one the other way. Nice and loose. Good. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Opposite hand on top. So if it feels familiar, switch. Yeah. Or you can just have your hands the way they were the first time. We're going to do the same thing, but this time, if you want to take a little bit more of a challenge, we'll be lifting our heels once we're in our boat pose. So take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck that tummy in, lean back, tucking that low belly in. Good. And once you land in your boat, then maybe try lifting your heels. See if there's a difference there. And breathe. And again, a little bit of tightness in the neck is fine, but if it's feeling like way too much strain, you can tuck your chin. Breathe. Big breath. 2 more. You got it. Now on an inhale breath, release the heels down as you bring your body straight back up and relax. Good. And shake out your arms. Good. Roll your shoulders. Bring your hands together and get some heat going here. And then bring your hands onto your neck and massage your neck. Close your eyes. Just give your neck a nice massage. Massage the tops of your shoulders, all the tightness, the front of your throat, the front of your neck. Just let all that warmth and massage relax your neck muscles and relax your hands down. And then either keeping your eyes closed or opening them slightly to get yourself ready for Shavasana. Yeah, so sitting back in your chair, finding a nice, or laying down on the floor. Back supported, palms up on your lap. If you're sitting, still having a tall, gentle, tall spine, not rounding forward. Good. And eyes closed. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Pause the breath and exhale. Just let go any tension in the body, any negative emotions. Do 2 more breaths like that at your own pace. Again, just imagining all the negative emotions and stress leaving your body, purging, letting go. This big, powerful message in those 2 words, let go. Good. And then relax into your Shavasana. Breath is just normal breath now. Soft, normal breath. Good. Relax the shoulders. Just relaxing the arms, fingers, your muscles on your back. Your hips heavy. Relax your thighs, hamstrings, calves, feet, and toes. Whole body relaxed. Allow a gentle little smile on the face, relaxing all the muscles of your face. And allow any thoughts to come and go. Just not holding on to any. Let go of all of your efforts. Relax in the stillness. Become aware of how you feel. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. should you choose to come back into this space and time. A nice breath in. Pause the breath at the top. And exhale. Let go. Any last bits of tension. And begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, just gently waking yourself back up. Swaying the body side to side. That feels good. Coming back to center. Bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, palms together at your heart. Take another breath in, feel the heart rise. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Soften the shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. To achieve greatness, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently begin to slowly crack your eyes open, let a little bit of light in, and then gently blink them open a little further and a little further, lifting your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself. This amazing practice. Practice your breath. Breath in, pause, breathe out, repeat as much as you need. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.